Hello everyone, how you doing? Welcome back. We're on the PS5 today because we got another simulator. And I know you guys on console are going to love this. This is Forklift Simulator. Oh, that's a mouthful. As I put my teeth back in. Forklift Simulator. Big thanks to Aerosoft, by the way, for sending this over to me for the PS5. All I've done so far is just go in and mess around with the options, pick a character, etc., so we can get straight into it. So, I'm going to press continue. This is the main menu, so you can see my profile up at the top right hand corner. I've chosen a male character for me. There is male and female, but this is the main menu. You've got the training centre, the options, and you can look at the forklifts. We're going to do the training first of all, because I want to see what it's all about. But before we do that, let's have a look at the forklifts that are available. So it tells me in the blurb there are 3 different replica forklift trucks and 1 electric pallet. So this is one of them. It doesn't tell us the name. We can see on the side it's a Hang T or Hang Taya. I don't know much about forklift trucks, so I'm not really sure how you pronounce that. But there's one of them. This is the second one. Looks a bit mean. Tanaka. And we've got a Stiller forklift, and then finally we've got the pallet machine, electric pallet machine, which is also by Tanaka. So I think that's all. Yeah, that's all we've got. So I don't know whether you unlock any more. The blurb only mentions those, so I'm not really sure. But just quickly, what is it all about before we get into the training? Start your career in logistics today in Forklift Simulator. Take on a variety of different missions, a selection of vehicles, and an extensive career mode in which you can put your skills to the test. So this came out, I believe, on the 29th of August, so it's been out a few days. We'll just dive in, have a look. I bet some of you have already got this, you've already been playing it, but here is the training centre. Welcome to the training centre, the driving skill for aspiring forklift drivers. If you want to work with a forklift, you need a driver's licence. Well, you can get it here. You can change the camera view with L3. Yep, that's fine. Does it mean... It means like that, doesn't it? You can walk and you can run with L and R1. Okay, walk to the marked position. Now move close to the electric pallet truck. Stand with triangle on the truck. So we have to skip it first and then it should let us do it. Oh, nice. In front of you is a practice track, the entrance of which is marked. You can toggle the markers on and off with circle. So I need to remember that. Right, so we can toggle between the markers. Fair enough. You can turn it back on with circle because it'll let you find your way around. Absolutely. Move the pallet truck with R2 to drive, and obviously steering with the left stick into the marker at the entrance to the practice track. Alright, let's give it some. Oh, I can feel the force feedback in the dual sense. There's a bit of resistance there. How far do I need to go? There we go. Inside the practice track there's a pallet with cargo. There's a marker in front of it. Move the pallet truck to the marker in front of the pallet with the cargo. And there's a countdown. Countdown starts now. Right, let's go. 3, 2, 1. There's the pallet over there. So, come on, come on. Oh wow, the steering's weird because it steers at the back. So we've got to watch out for these cones as we go. Now we can move to this view, of course, but we can't see the back end if we do that. So let's do it like this. Oh god, I'm terrible on the timer. Are we going into? We're going into the marker first, aren't we? We're not picking it up just yet. That must be the next step. Oh, it's fiddly of where it wants you to stop. There we go. Move the fork under the pallet and lift it with the D-pad upwards. Right, okay. I can see this being a lot of fun, you know. Let's line it up. Nice little sound effects as well. Right, lift it up. There we go. Transport it. Oh, this will be a challenge. Drive within the practice track to the marker at the end, so I presume that's behind. Oh, yes, right over there. Right, okay. So Let's start steering it, shall we? Before we hit the corns. I wonder, do we get a... If we hit the corners, do we get a time penalty? Perhaps. Perhaps that's what we get. But anyway, let's try and go as neatly as we can. This is going to be good fun when we get in a warehouse or whatever. I don't actually know. Oops. I don't actually know what the missions are going to be like, but I presume we're going to be working mainly in warehouses or loading up trucks or something like that. So we're going to put it into where this marker is. Move the cargo to the marker, place it on the ground with the D-pad again. The controls are fairly straightforward to begin with, I will say that. Do we put it down there? Do we go backwards? Excellent. And it says excellent. Now drive the electric pallet truck into the marked parking area. Right, that's fair enough. We can do that. Let's reverse. Actually, let's reverse a little bit more. Oh, watch out for that corn. I try to do it without hitting anything. But it's weird with the steering at the back, which is what you would expect. You don't want the steering underneath where you're carrying a pallet, do you, really? So, let's get in there like that. Now, you're going to learn how to handle a forklift. Move to the forklift. So, does it want us to... There we go. So, what was it? It was that to run, wasn't it? R1 to run. Get close to the forklift and press triangle. And a trophy is popped. First vehicle. You can also use the forklift to move the cargo sideways and then lift it. Start by releasing the handbrake. Drive along the route and load the cargo onto the truck. So what's the handbrake? Did it tell me what the handbrake was? Oh, I didn't need to move the handbrake, it's going without the handbrake, so we're alright. So this is what we did before. And there's another pallet at the end, so yep, we know about that. Move the forklift to the marker in front, the countdown starts now. Right, here we go, 3, 2, 1, off. Now this obviously goes a little bit faster than the little pallet machine did, the electric pallet machine. Steering is at the back again, but actually this is a little bit easier to get round, he says. It's not very smooth, if you know what I mean. And then look at the animation of the guy in the seat and the wheels at the back. It's not very smooth, but you know, it's a small thing. I bet it can do some speed, this actually. I'd like to be able to do this all in one movement, do you know what I mean, without stopping, but it's a bit difficult that, to begin with. So you pick it up. Right, let's stop there, shall we? We need to lift up the fork with the D-pad. How far? All the way? Yep. We can actually move it to the left as well, and to the right if we need to, and L1 and down tilts it, so I'm going to have to remember that. L1 and up tilts it back down again, so it's L1 and up and down, right, okay. So, what does it want us to do now then? Press L1 to move it forwards. Very good. Now lower it again. It's probably going to want us to level that up though, is it? There we go. Now you know how to use the fork of the forklift. Use your knowledge and transport the pallet with the cargo to the marked area on the loading area of the truck. Alright, so we're going to get to load something up now. So here's the pallet on the left. So this is the first real one that we're doing. So let's get it lined up. Now hopefully I need to move slightly to the right. Down again. Is that going to go in? Nope, a little bit more down. There we go. Right, so now we need to lift it. And really, we should... Oh, tilt it this way. And I guess we want to do this because if we're in this position, we kind of need to see where we're going. But I'm not going to do it in that position. Got the old reversing lights and alarm going off there to warn everybody. Right, so let's get it on the back of the truck. Does it want to go anywhere? I guess it wants to go anywhere on the back of the truck. So shall we just put it here? The marker's covering the whole back of the truck, so I think we're going to be alright to just move it forward like that. Then we want to bring it down. We need to tilt it forward, so let me move it up. Tilt it forward so it's level, like that. Bring it down. Now, if I reverse... Oh, perfect, look at that. Do you know, I quite enjoyed doing that. Another trophy as well. Wonderful, now drive the forklift into the parking area. Do you know, I quite enjoyed that. It's quite therapeutic, you know. So, here is the parking area. I'm going to reverse it. Is that being a bit too clever? I'm biting off more than I can chew here, you know. Well, I didn't get it exactly right, but that'll do us. Right, we've got to walk to the marked area again, so we need triangle for that. We have to go and see our old mate over here, who's not doing a lot apart from shouting instructions. Now, you have to take a small test with questions. What? This is like a theory test. Here's a few hints. You know how to operate an electric pallet truck and a forklift. The machine's for transporting cargo. Keep in mind, the electric pallet truck must not be used on slopes. There's a tip. Right. Forklifts and electric pallet trucks must not be used if they are defective. Alright, so not on slopes, not if they're defective. Contact with water must be avoided. Only allowed to go down slopes backwards, so that the load always points to the highest point. That makes sense. You should only move a forklift when the load is close to the ground, because if the load has been raised, it causes instability, can lead to serious accidents. Once you complete the test with questions, you're ready to start your work. Good luck. Oh my god, look at this. 6 blooming questions. What do you do if you come to a slope while you're working with the electric pallet truck? Accelerate and jump. That's brilliant. Descend the slope forwards. That's not right either, is it? Don't move on the slope because pallet trucks may only be used on flat surfaces. Or descend the slope backwards. What did it say? It said the pallet truck can only be used on flat surfaces, didn't it? So we try it. We'll see. We'll probably get that wrong. What's the main function of an electric pallet truck? Drift? Transportation of cargo, I would think. What tools do you use to extinguish an electric pallet truck fire? Well, it's electric, isn't it? So you don't put orange juice on it. You don't put gasoline on it. You can't put water on electricity, so it's going to be dry powder, surely. A worker notices a fault with the electric pallet truck. What should he do? Use adhesive tape to try and repair it. Ignore the error and use the electric pallet truck. Dismantle the truck, replace the parts. Do not use. It's got to be that one. How do you behave with a loaded forklift on a slope? Now, I think we can go down backwards with that one. What height should the load be when driving a forklift? I think close to the right. Oh, 6 questions right. Get in. Here's your driver's license. God, if it was that easy. Actually, I got a trophy there. And it says, by the way, you can get an access of the overview of the controls with the pad in the middle. So there we go. So we got brake, we got a tablet. We know about the forks and how to do those. I forklift laser light on the Stiller FX 8035. I don't know what that is yet. Handbrake is square, by the way. So I don't know if I did that mission with the handbrake on or what, because it let me go without pressing the handbrake. So you can change gear as well, it says. Good luck as a forklift driver. By the way, you can always come here to practice. They might give me another test if I do that. Congratulations, you've unlocked a new level. Right, so this is where we get into working for the company. So I think, looking at the blurb, it says that we have got 3 different companies that have got a career and story mode. So I assume as we go, these buildings, you can see there's Walker Miller, which we've now unlocked. Just above that little icon of the forklift, there's another building. I wonder if that is Company 2. And then we got the big one over on the right with the white roof. I wonder if that is Company 3. You can see the buildings get progressively bigger. So that could be the sort of step up, if you will, between companies. So we're going to go into Walker Miller and we'll have a look at a real mission, shall we? We have got a lot of work to do here in order to be able to coordinate the orders better. We use a tablet. Use the pad, the touchpad, to use the tablet. Okay. Very good. We already have an order available. Select it and accept it with confirm. Office boy? I suppose you have to start somewhere, don't you? Office boy. Transport a cargo RM4 to the following position in the office room. So RM4 to the office room, and it says here you can see the destination and condition. That's fine. Use confirm to accept and return to the main menu. So we need to confirm it. So RM4 to the office room. Let's confirm it. Welcome to your first day at Walker Miller. I'm your superior. That sounds a bit... Can you not be like his buddy or something, or his manager? Superior. It sounds a bit... Don't know. Sounds a bit off, doesn't it, that? Your work starts right now. The ladies in the office need printer paper. And therefore, pick on me. No wonder, looking like that. Look at his face. He looks like he's been electrocuted. So, in the training, we had somebody stood there not doing very much. And now we've got the same again. And here's the ladies, the aforementioned ladies. Morning, ladies. How are you? God, it's busy in here. There's only 2 of them. Listen to all that ambient noise. That's where we obviously need to deliver. So we need to go to RM4. And we need to pick up the paper that they require. Now, can we do this? Is this it? That looks like it. Right, so we picked that up. We don't actually need a forklift or a pallet for this one. So let's change to this view, shall we? So that we can... we can't run, as you would expect, when you've got something in your hands. So I was trying to speed up there, but we can't. Well, it's better in this view, isn't it? Where do you want it? Stop going on the internet. We know what you're doing. You're pretending to work. Let's have a look what you're doing. Well, whatever's behind that green screen, it's obviously interesting because they're both at it. So... Anyway, let's not dilly-dally. How do I drop this? Oh, you just literally drop it with X. So, we got 1 cargo out of 1. We got $20. It took us 1 minute 21. That was alright, but we didn't get to use a forklift. The order's complete. We can... Oh no, put it down. Wait a minute, Let's do that. We'll move out of the way. Let's open a tablet and see what else we've got. The order appears as done. The order was not completed and was not absolutely necessary. It will be shown as failed. Oh, if the order was not completed, I was going to say. Now close the tablet. Finishing the day. Cancels pending main missions and postpones them to the next day. You'll be penalised for failed assignments, but not from completed assignments. To keep your progress, don't finish the game until you reach a checkpoint where progress will be saved. So, that's an important point. So that was our first mission. I presume now we go back to this guy and we find something else to do. Yeah, we know about that. So when do we need to end the day? Because that's done. So do we need to end the day? Let's have a look. Did we not already do this? Right, where's the next mission then? So we have no current tasks. Close the tablet. Aha! Close the tablet, not end the day. When a new order becomes available, you'll get this notice, which is good, which is what we're looking for. So let's get the new order. Sounds like there's a couple coming in. Do you see that cargo? Go there and check it with R1 and the tablet. So he's talking about this pallet, isn't he? Just look at the cargo and use R1 and the tablet to look at its description. So R1 and the tablet. Analyze the cargo. Is done. So, do we need to check? No, it's done. So we've got this one. So we need to pick this one, I assume. And we need to go RM1 to TRK2. So shall we do that? So we need to get the pallet and put it in loading area number 2. So let's go and get the machine. Where's the machine then? If the space is occupied by other pallets, simply move them. So I think we need to get on this machine and go from RM1 to TRK2. So we need triangle for this. Let's change back to this. Now remember, we can use circle to turn on and off the objectives. So I can actually see, yeah. So it's right. So let's go this way. Let's follow the one-way system, shall we? Because I can just see this blue pallet is looking for us to pick it up. So can I do this? I presume I can pick it up from any side. I don't have to come at it forwards, if you know what I mean. From the left or the right here, I can pick it up from this side as well. Let's, or maybe I do. Maybe I have to be at the other side. Because that's not picking up there. Right, okay. So what we'll do is, in that case, we will come up here and we will do a little... Whoops, I'm banging into that one now. Let's turn it around here. Leave some space to swing the back end in. Now, let's see if we can get this here. There we go. So you have to come at it from a certain side. Looks like. Right. Now we need to deliver it. And looks like we're delivering it onto the back of the truck. TRK2. TRK being truck, I assume. So let's go straight onto the back of here. Deliver this. I can see myself playing this. You know, if I've got half an hour to spare and I just want to do something relaxing, it is quite relaxing, I must admit. Right, so drop that down. And there it is. The electric pallet truck mission completed. We got $20 for that one as well. Let's close it. Very good. Keep it up. Let's just move off here. We'll open the tablet. Let's just have a look what else we've got. It automatically switches to that first person view once you get on the truck. There's the truck now. The truck's off. You heard the little jingle, which means we've got another one called the clumsy one. Shall we take a look at that one? Transport a cargo RM2 to the position PR1. So where's RM2 then? Well, we've got to go back to this guy first. The night shift messed up. Look at the chaos. Arrange everything on the pallet and move it to the marked unloading area. In the unloading area we store damaged goods. Be careful not to damage any goods, otherwise you won't be able to stay here very long. Okay, so... Oh, the pallet mover, the electric pallet mover is back over there, so... I think... Looks like it wants us to put everything back on here. It does, so let's pick these up. Ah, they're a lot of messy people, these, aren't they? Chucking things all over. Leaving it for us. They go off the night shift because they're tired, and then they leave it for us to do. So, assemble. So we wrap it up. Okay. Now, I presume it's going to ask us to move that pallet over there. Transport the cargo paper ream to PR1. Right, okay. So let's jump on. So same as before, we should be able to get at it this time though from this side. So let's get lined up. These lines on the ground are handy, I guess, for that as well. He says, and takes it a little bit sideways. Let's line it up. Take a look from the side. Is it going to let us do it this way, or do we have to go from the other way? We don't have to follow that one-way system, do we? No, we're alright, we're good, we're good, we're good. Let's lift it. We'll back it up a little bit. And then we'll take it over to PR1, which is what he asked us to do. So yeah, there's like lanes on the floor, as you can see. So I guess as we move through this, we could potentially be lining up crates in these lanes, filling up the lanes, stacking everything properly. So it's probably going to be important to get accurate between these red lines here like this. So let's do that, and we'll drop it down, and then we'll back up. And the job's completed. Very good, keep it up, the superior tells us, while he's still stood over there doing nothing himself. Right, so we haven't got a job, or have we got a job? Let's have a look. The customer's always in the hurry. Let's do this last one, and then we'll have a chat about it. Transport RM3 to truck 3. So let's confirm it. We have a great delivery. Transport the marked pallets to loading area 3. We're in a hurry because the customer needs the goods urgently. Yes, sir, Sergeant, sir. Okay. So we got all these 3 pallets. There's truck 3 over there, so we got 3 of these to do. Let's get on with it. Is the timer going down? The timer's going up, unless that's the time of day, the 10:07 there in the middle. But we're going to have to transport these. We're going to have to move them over one by one, obviously, because we can only get one pallet on at a time. Whoops, that's not very accurate, is it? Come back a little bit. Can we get through there? Why is it not letting me in there? Don't tell me I've got to go from the side. I probably do, because I just mentioned lanes, didn't I? And if you look, they're in a lane. So, if you look at the lane on the floor, RM3, this one is the first one in the lane. So I was coming in from the wrong angle. I think, hopefully, this works, does it? Let me just back it up. There we go. Right, let's quickly get that one up. And then I think we can probably sneak through here. There's probably enough clearance there for me to go through. So we're going to do 3 of these. And it's already marked out in the truck, as you can see. So we'll put this one on the right. not too fast, not too fast. So we can bump it, put that down, reverse out. Right, is that one done it? Yep, we got 2 left, so that's good. Let's go back around. So we should follow these lanes on the floor. So let's go back. Because we should observe the way that we're meant to be going. Because you can imagine if there's several people working in this warehouse, we want to make sure that we're not having any accidents. So we've got to come this way around if we're doing it proper. Spin ourselves around here. It's strange with this back end swinging around. You need quite a wide turning arc to be able to do that properly. Let's get the second one. Alright, here we go. Oh, did you hear that? We actually slid along the floor there with the brakes on, which is interesting. Right, let's squeeze through again. And we'll put this one in. There's 2 on this side, because loading the truck with the correct weight on the right side is, I assume, a very, very important thing. I guess it is when you have the shipping containers, because if you don't balance that right, you're in trouble, aren't you? Right, so we've got 1 more of those to do. So we'll come out to here, and then we'll work our way back round again and pick up the 3rd. So this is the, like we said when we looked at the main menu, this is the first of the companies unlocked, and it's a small warehouse, isn't it? Which are obviously responsible for stationery and paper, some paper production plant or something like that. Looks like the others will probably involve different types of cargo, different items. Some of the bigger machines. I don't know whether or not with this all we're doing is using this electric pallet. Maybe we are. Maybe the forklift. But man, looking at the shelves up there though, you must use the forklift in here as well, because look at some of the items are up on the shelves. You can only get those up there with a forklift. I don't see the forklift parked anywhere unless I've missed it. So maybe future missions will have that. But this is the last one that we're doing here in this little mission. Hopefully the customer gets everything on time. Right, let's back this up. The customer is always in a hurry completed, and we got 60, so we got $20 per pallet for that, so that's quite nice. So we'll close it. That wasn't good, but maybe it's not your fault. What's he talking about? The workload's become very high. It's time to improve our structure. We'll buy a forklift. Right, so this is where we're coming on to the forklift. So, as you can see, you start to build up as you go. I don't know why that wasn't very good, to be honest. I thought we did all right with that. So we're going to buy a forklift, but we're not going to do that today. This is just a first look to see the kind of things that we were getting involved in. We had a chance in the training to get our forklift license, etc. But I don't know, what do you guys think? I think it might be. I mean, I don't know yet as we move up through the missions and as we move up through the 3 different companies, what the variety of missions are going to be like. But I imagine if you're doing this kind of job in a warehouse and you're just moving things from one place to another, it's a repetitive kind of job. So I guess, expectations need to probably be set around that level. I don't know how many missions there are in total. I don't have that information, but it's a good fun little game, and I know this is the type of thing that everybody on console will like to play. It is out on PC, by the way, as well. So I'm mentioning console, but I know particularly console players like this kind of thing. So I hope you've enjoyed this little first look. Let me know what you think. Ignore our superior over there. He's going to be on my back any minute now. But I mean, he's done nothing while we've been here, so he's not got much room to talk. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Leave me a little like if you did, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, everybody, and bye for now.